Hey y'all, I'm Carolina Tony. Today the road brings me to James Island, South Carolina. We are right outside of Charleston at McLeod Plantation. This plantation home is over 150 years old, and today I'm going to take you on a tour and show you just what is here at McLeod Plantation. And we'll get started right after this station identification. One of the things that McLeod Plantation was noted for is Sea Island cotton. And you might ask yourself, what is Sea Island cotton? Well, they are all types of cotton. You've heard of Egyptian cotton, supposedly some of the softest in the world. Well, Sea Island cotton was even better. Different grades of cotton, the individual fibers themselves came in lengths. Shorter the length, the more harsh the cotton. Sea Island cotton had some of the longest fibers, therefore making that some of the truly softest cotton in the world.
You know, there's very few examples of Sea Island cotton here.
Sea Island,
so how do you know so much about cotton?
Sea Island cotton makes up 0.0004% of the cotton supply in the world. Here is a Sea Island cotton polo shirt. You want to know how soft that cotton is? $990 soft it is. We are now inside McLeod Plantation House. Not a lot of vintage furniture that you would expect going on a plantation tour, but you can get an idea at some of the workmanship and architecture that is in this place. It wasn't until 2015 that the McLeod Plantation and house opened to the general public. You can see where the kitchen on the end of the house, at one time it was completely detached. It's real easy to see where it was joined back into the house in the modern age. In those days the kitchens would be detached because there was always a fire burning in the fireplace, and if a fire was to start in a big old wooden house, it would take the whole house down with it. So therefore, in the 1800s and prior to that, you would see detached kitchens. This would have been the dairy and kitchen. This would have been a tenant house. And why I call it the tenant house is because this is going to actually blow some people's minds. People lived in some of these houses up until the 1990s. At McLeod Plantation, they call this Transition Road. These houses are just a few of the many that were here in the 1800s. where the houses lined both sides of the street. Some of these houses, as small as they are, 2 rooms, sometimes would shelter 4 families. And 4 families and a little house this small is really tight. You can see where this one has charred. So apparently at one time it had caught on fire. The community well has been covered over when here are some of the cabins has been outfitted for electricity, because as I said, up in the 1990s people lived in some of these places. No plumbing. Now I said there was no plumbing, but if you look back in the woods, this was the outhouse. Now, the 1990s, people living in these houses on James Island, and you see, there's a street right there, running right along, and I wonder how many people realized going down this busy highway that someone would be sitting in that outhouse as they rode by. Okay, well, I don't have to tell you what this is, but I will. This is a 4-seater outhouse. I couldn't imagine 4 people sitting in here at the same time doing their business. I believe it would smell. And I also believe that's why they have that ventilation. All I can say is, wee doggy. Can you just look back in the years and imagine people standing outside this thing saying, "Hurry up, Joe, I gotta go." Well, that is going to do it for our trip to McLeod Plantation. $15 to get in here, and it comes with a tour, which we decided not to go on. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to share it with your family and friends. But until next time, y'all have a good day.